Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today it's time for chapter 15 in Breaking Point storyline. Let's see what happens in this chapter 15. Last chapter we had a Japanese Grand Prix, Suzuka, so where we had to overtake both the Alfa Romeos drivers, which we did in a very um, scary way. So if you have not watched that video, please go back and watch. And coming to this, I think as you can see, we are only looking forwards. So that's what the aim for Aston Martin is, and that's what we are looking for. So to beat Alfa Romeo for this season and claim P4 position 4 in the construction championship. So let's quickly look at direct side and also some social media feeds, and then let's move on to the actual race. So United States Grand Prix. So I think even here, I think it will be similar to what we had in Japanese Grand Prix. So just beat Alfa Romeo drivers, Butler maybe, as well as Giovinazzi. So especially the Butler, I think it is more focused towards Butler. And let's wait and see what happens in this one. I think as we know that in the last race, both Ackerman as well as Aiden Jackson got to know about Butler and what he did, and it was all him trying to provoke the situation between the two teammates. And then he did very well with that, actually in the season 1 as well as first part of season 2. Both Ackerman as well as Aiden Jackson were not giving any respect because of Butler, and I think now they have respect, and also they got to know about Butler. And maybe there will be a scene where both of these guys, Aiden Jackson and Ackerman, will be together, and then maybe Butler comes into picture, and then maybe he will say something. Let's wait and see. I think we are just going through all the mails before proceeding further. So let's go to race.
Fellas! Sell-out crowd, they're saying. Casper, I haven't seen you since you announced your retirement.
No.
Well, fair play to you, mate. Takes a brave man to admit he can't compete anymore. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying, you're a brave man. I'm paying you a compliment.
Now you're saying I can't compete?
Nah, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant some have said that, well, you're past your prime, that's all.
That won't work anymore, Devon.
Sorry, what won't work?
We know what you've been saying about us.
Oh, I genuinely don't know what you're talking about.
You know, I used to think you were just a gossip, Devon. Now I know you're a liar.
Oh, come on! You guys used to be so much more fun. Used to get into fights, take each other out of races. We all enjoyed that. Oh, you know, it was very entertaining. Now you just mope around bickering over who said what. It's a bit petty, to be honest, guys. Seriously, you're supposed to be role models.
Yeah, I won't argue with you, Devon. I won't win.
Yeah, you do seem to struggle a bit with winning, to be fair.
Yeah. And maybe you are right. Maybe I am past it. But he's not. And he's the better driver.
What, the rookie? He's only just got here. You do know the Mercedes seat is mine. The contract's as good as signed.
There's just one problem with that, Devon.
Huh? Enlighten me.
I don't believe a word you say anymore.
Tell him, mate. Mate?
I don't know who this is going to.
So Butler got a taste of his own medicine, I think. So both Ackerman as well as Aiden Jackson gave him nicely there, and finally Ackerman said he will not believe any word Butler says. Yeah, he's a liar, so that we know now. He lies a lot and tries to provoke. Even now he was trying to provoke Ackerman, but Ackerman took it coolly. And let's wait and see what would be the objective here. 7 laps remaining into the United States Grand Prix, so we are starting from the middle of the race. And as Ackerman,
Butler, you're closing on him. No theatrics,
yeah,
please,
so
Casper.
we'll wait and see. Yeah, there was a glitch, I think, so that's the reason I made a mistake there. But anyway, so yeah, the objective is clear: beat Butler. After all the fussle he did with respect to the cutscene, so that would be the only objective, I think. Just beat Butler. I don't know where he is. He's in 9th position, but he's 11 seconds ahead of us. So yeah, that would be a huge margin. I don't know what happened. Maybe he did not pit stop, or he did pit stop, but maybe Ackerman is slow. I'm not sure, but anyway, we are in Ackerman's position there, so it should be easy overtake there. I overtook Gasly. I think he was struggling there, maybe because of tire wear. Possible, I think. This is how the braking point works. It's not actually the race which we do normally, but this is how the braking point. So maybe the people ahead of us are struggling with the tire wear, but we have the fresher tires, so that's the reason I will be able to catch pretty much all of them. I think this is Latifi. I think he will let us pass. He's a back marker, and then off we go to catch Ocon. So both Ocon as well as Norris were there in that cutscene. I think finally Butler asked them to say something there with respect to the Mercedes seat, but they said go to hell or something. So Butler was embarrassed there, so it is good he gets embarrassed. I should be more embarrassed, and also we should insult him. That would be the objective, I think. Let's see whether we can overtake him. So we are catching him at the rate of maybe around 2 seconds per lap. So we were 11 seconds at this position. Now we are 9 seconds. So we should be able to catch him by lap 12 or lap 11 if all goes fine. I think Ocon is just right in front of us, so 2 seconds ahead of us, and I'm losing a lot of time because of understeer. Maybe the setup is not okay, especially in the F1 2020 game. I think we need a lot of front end, basically the more wing towards the front and less wing towards the rear, which was exact opposite in the F1 2020 game. So I think the setups are not at all similar to F1 2020, so we have to just go towards a high wing for more turn in, and then lesser wing for rear wing for the high speed. So this is what usually the setup will be for most of the tracks, and I think I'm gaining half a second per lap towards Ocon. I think but we are still in position 11, so which is not okay. I think we have to gain some positions. I think Butler is in P6 and we are in P11, so there are a lot of positions to gain. So I think we will wait and see how it goes. I think I'm not sure where Jackson is. Maybe he's in front of us. Yeah, I can see that in the mini map. He's I think ahead of maybe a Williams or something, and I think he's just right behind Butler. That's what it is. I can see Ocon here, and in front of Ocon I think it must be another Alfa Romeo, maybe Giovinazzi. So we can overtake both of them and then move on to this Butler, our objective. So yeah, so it is Giovinazzi and then Ocon. So I lost a back end there. I got a snap of oversteer. So let's see if we can overtake him in this section. I have the DRS, I have the overtake mode on. I'm catching Ocon here, 3 tenths, 2 tenths. Yeah, but let's see if I can dive bomb. Yes, you had I think the braking distance was a bit less for Ocon, I think, because he had to brake early because of his tires, I think, but I had fresher tires maybe, and that's the reason I was able to overtake pretty easily. And okay, basically I had to look at inside. I think Giovinazzi did not I think he did not expect me there, but yeah, that's how it is. So you have to expect someone will be there, because if you go wide there, it's a racing, I know it's a racing line which Giovinazzi took, but yeah, you should also expect someone is behind you, that they can overtake you. But yeah, it's an AI, so it may not know all those things. But anyway, moving on to this lap 10, I think I almost close to Butler. It's only 3.9 seconds, so in 2 more laps I should be able to catch him. I think Butler lost 1 position there, so he was in P6 and now he's in P7. I think someone overtook, maybe it's Aiden Jackson who overtook Butler, I guess. I can see he's in the minimap. I think he has overtaken Butler there. So yeah, that's a good for our team. I think we have to overtake, and we have to be ahead of both the cars, both the Alfa Romeo cars, especially Butler. Then only we can, I think, we can win the position 4 in the construction championship. And also I feel that Leclerc has fresher tires, so if you see he's in a soft tires and Butler is in medium, yeah, it's only a matter of time before Leclerc can overtake. So he's already overtaken there, so Butler is falling down the line, so he's now 8th position. So he is coming into the clutches of our car. I think we made a mistake there, so we went wide. So that's the reason we lost a bit of time, but it's okay. I think we can easily catch and pass Butler here. So we just have to patiently wait. And Leclerc is pulling away there, so I'm not sure whether I will be able to catch him because he's in a softer tires than compared to us. So he's just pulling away, as you can see from Butler. So we have 4 more laps to capture, maybe catch him. I think maybe we have a better tire wear than him because softer tires worn out pretty much faster than the medium tires. So this is the time we can overtake Butler, so it will be an easy overtake, I believe. So he's just trying to see whether he can block, but he can't do anything there. So I'll just let him there pass, but I can have the inside line, inside corner for this, and then that's a clean overtake. And Butler is behind us now. So off we go. As I told you, yeah, it's Jackson who overtook Butler, and then he's pulling away. So Butler is just falling behind. So hopefully his own teammate can also overtake him, and then that would be nice. So he considered himself the topmost driver, but if Giovinazzi overtakes him, that would be even better. Then he will understand what his position is exactly in the breaking point storyline. And anyway, moving on to this, I hope Leclerc doesn't overtake Jackson here. I think he's pretty fast. I think faster than Jackson because he's catching him pretty fastly, as you can see in the far up ahead. I think he's almost in the DRS zone of Jackson. So I think maybe they will fight and maybe they'll lose some time, and that will be an opportunity for us to catch them both. I think we just have to make sure that we don't make any mistake. And as you can see, Giovinazzi was overtaken Butler. Okay, that's a great overtake from Giovinazzi. I think then the Butler. I think it's done for Butler. I think this is the penultimate chapter, I think, and I think we'll have a final chapter maybe in Abu Dhabi. So that will be the curtains for Breaking Point storyline, and we have to see what happens to Butler. I think already we are inflicting a lot of injury to him. I think we are making his races pretty hard, and he's getting the pressure out of it, and then maybe in the last he will unleash the pressure, and then maybe he will go away from F1 itself. So we just have to wait and see what happens. And this is the penultimate chapter, and there's one more chapter left on this Breaking Point storyline. And moving on to lap 12, I think we are still 3 seconds behind Leclerc, so we are not gaining any time. I think I'm not sure whether we can catch them. We just wait and see whether we can catch Leclerc or not. Okay, so moving on to lap 13, as you can see, I caught Leclerc. I think the fight between Jackson and Leclerc, they were losing a lot of time, so it gave me an opportunity to catch him. But as you can see, Giovinazzi and Ocon, I mean, is in 9th and 10th, so Butler is out of points position. So it's a great news for both ourselves, both Aiden Jackson as well as Ackerman, as also for Aston Martin, because they only score 2 points, whereas we score. Maybe if Leclerc doesn't overtake Jackson, then I think 6th and 8th, that becomes around 6 points plus 4 points, or 10 points. So it's a great points for the team. I think Leclerc is behind Jackson for more than 3 laps there. I think this is the time he tries to overtake, but let's see. We will also gain an opportunity to overtake Leclerc here. Maybe when Leclerc tries to overtake Jackson, maybe we can also overtake him. We will just do a dive bomb and see. Nothing to lose here. So I think Leclerc is going for the move. So Leclerc is trying to overtake Jackson. He has done the overtake, and maybe we can see that I will die on the inside, and I had the contact with Leclerc. Yeah, but anyway, still he hold its position, and then I tried to go inside, and then maybe Leclerc comes switchback maneuver, and then yeah. So it's how it is. So trying to just defend. I think Leclerc is faster than me, that is for sure. As you can see, he's just right behind me, and we have passed both cars in one corner. Even though we had a bit made a contact, I think I'm just jeopardizing Leclerc so that I hope that Jackson can overtake him, but I think Jackson is unable to overtake. But anyway, we have to settle for P6 and P8. Only thing is Ackerman is in P6 now, and Jackson is P8, so we just switched our positions, but Leclerc was in middle of us. So that's a great race from our side, and not so great race from Alfa Romeo, which is good for us as a team. And then maybe we'll just fight it out in the end of this chapter. I mean chapter 16, and then we will see whether we get a P4 and also what happens to Butler and all those things. And let's wait for the celebration to go on.
Terrific season. Butler and Jackson rumoured to be in the running for that open Mercedes seat too. I can't wait to see how it all plays out.
If you're anything like us, you won't want the season to end, but end it must. From here on in, every second of every lap counts. What a riveting season it's been. Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
So that's after these celebrations. I think Lewis Hamilton is very happy. So yeah, after this media will follow, and then we will see what are the questions.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours.
Yet another victory over rivals Alfa Romeo today, Casper, and more speculation over whether or not you can steal that 4th place. What do you have to say about that?
Well, yes, and rightfully so, in my opinion. We've had our eye on 4th place for a while now, even when others have ridden us off. We're working tirelessly to make every second of every race count, and it's right that that's reflected in the standings. We know what we're capable of, and we know we can do it.
Your retirement grows ever closer, of course. Is that something you think about?
No, that doesn't really play into it. I've got a job to do, and I've got to remain focused. Every moment counts out there, and if I let my mind wander for even a moment, it might be the difference between 4th and 5th in the constructors. Now off the track, it's a different story, but I try my best to keep distractions to a minimum.
Are you looking forward to your retirement? How will you spend it?
I actually haven't thought about it much. You know, my wife, she tells me I'll miss all this when it's gone, and I keep brushing her off. I say, yeah. But I think, I think she's probably right.
Appreciate your time.
Okay, that's about the chapter 15. We had a nice cutscene between Eden Jackson, Ackerman, as well as Butler. Butler got to know that both of Aston Martin teammates know about his play, and let's listen to Aiden.
Casper, hey, we're closing in on Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, good race out there.
I think we can do it, Casper. I think it's on.
You know it's not going to be easy, right?
Well, the fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
That doesn't make any sense.
Of course it does. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just wanted to say congrats.
Yeah, you too. See ya.
Bye.
Brian.
Casper, debrief has been put back 10 minutes, so you've got a little more time.
Okay, thanks.
Great race out there today. Who'd have thought we'd been pushing for 4th just a few months ago?
Yeah, well, you know what they say. The fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
Whoa, brilliant. I'll have to remember that one. That's inspiring is what that is. You keep fighting those fights, Casper. See you at the debrief.
Yeah. Bye, Brian.
Too many calls there. Anyway, there is one more chapter pending, guys. We will upload it very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.